Hello and welcome to the Intelligent Sales Podcast. This is a series that brings together industry leaders to share their views on how they leverage data and intelligence to accelerate revenue and growth. I'm Vishnu Shankar, VP of Data and Platforms at Draup. I'm thrilled and honored to be joined by Vijay Raja Gopalan here today. He is a partner and general manager at Microsoft. And throughout his journey of almost 3 decades, at Microsoft, Vijay has led innovation across products like Azure. He's led marketplace platforms, and now the Copilot. I'm thrilled to have Vijay here. Vijay, thank you so much for your time. Before we get started, Vijay, would you like to quickly introduce yourself and share a little bit about the work that you do at Microsoft?
First of all, thank you so much, Vishnu, for having me in this forum. I'm really excited to share all of our learnings here. As you introduced, I lead seller and customer success experiences at Microsoft, specifically Customer Zero, which is Microsoft's largest sales organization. I'm responsible for product management and engineering to transform our sales organization through the power of Agentic solution. We are in the third year of our Agentic transformation of sales. We are learning a lot. It's been very, very exciting.
Right. Let's just kick into the discussion then, Vijay. It's seller workflows have always been dashboards and CRMs and things like that. How is this shift to agentic workflows working out? Would be great to hear what experiences you're having during this transformation.
So when we started our journey a couple of years back with this AI transformation, at that time, AI was a companion for sellers to get better recommendation, next best action, to help them with their task completion, what we call as the jobs to be done. We have evolved in that journey right now. There are segments, customer segments, where we fully leverage the power of AI to acquire a customer, nurture a lead, manage the end-to-end life cycle of a deal, and complete the proposal and quoting and selling to a customer. All of this happens through agentic flow. Then there are really assisted agentic flows where we still have really our sales team, through the power of agentic flows, they are able to improve their productivity, complete core tasks that used to be very long running. As an example, in Microsoft, because of the complexity of our license agreements, creating a deal itself is a laborious task. And through the power of assisted agentic solution, they're able to accelerate the deal velocity a lot. So it is a journey, and in every segment we are learning new things,
Right.
and we are boldly experimenting in customer segments where we did not have any sellers. So we can really use the power of AI to acquire customers and do the end-to-end life cycle of selling in those segments.
Got it. So, is there a interesting story that you would like to share? Something could be an early experience that you had when you started off with this, running these agentic workflows. Some surprises or some early experiences that could help some of our listeners understand what they might have to go through.
Absolutely. One of the early learnings with this overall conversational copilot, the like of ChatGPT style conversational prompting based journey, I think our sellers really had to be guided, and they had to be provided with really good, intelligent, leading, trailing prompts, really good first run experience. Nobody has a muscle memory. So we have to develop this habit loops with our users to start using this sales copilot. So this has been a really good journey. We shipped something, sellers would use it for a few days and then totally disengage and go back to CRM systems. So this was an initial learning for us to drive habit loops, drive behavioral changes from CRMs to sales chat, which is a conversational prompting experience, and also improve the fidelity of making sure they're able to complete their tasks end to end through the power of AI in a conversational copilot. So improving our trailing prompts after a particular prompt is responded by the AI agent, what do they need to do next?
Right.
If that capability does not exist in the chat experience, how do we transition them to CRM to complete that? So it's been a journey. So initially, we had to have this really rich continuum experience between CRM to sales chat, back and forth, develop habit loops, improve the first run experiences, lots of awareness campaigns.
Right.
In fact, our sales organization ran a really good campaign to drive leaderboard of how many people, what are the top prompts coming from sellers, how do we incentivize them, motivate them to use sales chat frequently. So we had to do a combination of product focused improvements as well as behavioral and cultural changes as well.
Super. That's super interesting to know some of these adoption tactics that you had to use. You also mentioned there's a CRM workflow and then there is the agentic workflow. But generally, seller workflows are also crowded with multiple tools. There could be some data that they're leveraging. There could be other tools. Was that another challenge that you had to come across where you had to tie up all of these tools into and give a more unified experience for the seller?
Absolutely. I think developing trust and making sure you have a system of truth, single source of truth with respect to data is key to any agentic strategy. So, for example, if the seller gets a particular response in CRM and if the agentic experience gives a different output, they're going to get confused. So, having a really strong data strategy is very, very important. So, we had to consolidate data that's useful for sellers, not only from CRM standpoint, but also from revenue, third-party data like Draup that we partner closely with, and bring them into a single data mart. And based on which we could write machine learning models to reason on the data and to provide consistent experience between CRM as well as with the agentic experiences. So having a really strong data strategy is key.
Got it. Quickly switching gears a little bit, there's this LinkedIn post of yours that I was reading where you say AI makes us all beginners again.
Yes.
Which opens space for creativity and inclusion, right? So are there some inclusion opportunities that you came across during this adoption of AI? What I'm trying to ask is, how do you see AI enabling inclusivity as part of your workflows?
No, it's a great question. In full transparency, we are learning here. This Copilot-based UI experience itself is a new paradigm shift. And this is a place where conversational prompts, autonomous agentic flows will all culminate and also help the sellers. So gravitating from a conventional user journey where you think about building for a person with disability in consideration for standard vanilla UI experience to conversational prompts, we had to think about so many new ways. To be honest with you, we are barely scratching the surface there. For example, text to speech in prompt response instead of typing for somebody who's for a disabled individual, how could we make it easier for them to get things done? When an autonomous agent completes a task, how does it notify end users in a very inclusive way? And support for language, personalized languages. I could be speaking in Hindi or any other languages. How could we support multi-languages from a conversational prompt? Not only for really good, rich prompt sets, but also for responses, task completions, and all of that. So I would say that we are still learning. There's a lot of opportunity for us to develop that empathy and compassion for making this agentic selling inclusive for every person.
Super. Continuing on that learning thread, Vijay, what's one leadership lesson that you would want to call out through this journey, from your experience?
I think I used to have a serious obsessive compulsion, OCD, for finesse in user experience. It's a very, very deterministic problem-solving mindset. Typically, you expect very strong product development followed by testing, quality, and all of that. This world is switching AI first, model first experience as a non-deterministic experience. So
Right.
I have improved my patience, and I have improved in terms of seeking perfection always, and rather be more compassionate about rough edges in our product, but focus more on agility and speed, and continue to have a fast follow mindset. After we ship, how do we iterate and improve the experience is a big learning I have developed over the last year or so, and I'm continuing to coach my team in this pursuit.
Great. Um, Again, catching that learning thread, for AI sales leaders listening to this, what would be a good AI powered sales toolkit that you would say that people should be starting off with if they pursue a journey like this? And I believe they should be. So,
Clearly, I would say one of the most lowest common denominators scenario in selling is knowing your customer. And I really think today, with the help of researcher agent that ships from M365 Copilot, as well as with sales chat that my team and the larger product teams are working on, is helping customers to deepen the understanding of the customer through the account research agent. That is a really good starting point to get a 360-degree view of customers' footprint in your product, their utilization, and also third-party recommendations and insights. Thanks to the partnership with Draup, we can now reason on all the changes that are happening to a customer and really help our sellers to be action-oriented. So I would say with the help of researcher and the account intelligent agent that we are shipping in sales chat is a really good place to start.
got it. Again, a very broad industry level question, and would be glad to hear your thoughts on this, Vijay. Is what other trends are you seeing? AI pushing for seller tools, or what do you think is coming up towards the next couple of years in terms of what AI is going to push seller workflows and
Again, as I said, I think we're going to be rapidly iterating from conversational prompt-based user experiences where AI is used as an assisted selling to scenarios where sellers will be managing agents for specific task completion. I talked to you about deal agent at Microsoft.
right?
So a couple of commercial executives can run multiple deal agents to help them sell between Microsoft Enterprise Agreement, which is a legacy licensing model, to new commerce, modern commerce-based, consumption-based selling to our customers at ease through the help of agents. So I think I just wanted to recap one important point, which is identifying opportunities where you can leverage agents and help sellers to automate those scenarios would be one area. Then identifying customer segments where you can run bold experiments and where really you can make it fully agentic, completely autonomous, could be another opportunity. I also see the notion of CRM-less, faceless, Copilot-based sales experiences not too far out.
Right.
I think while the system of truth will continue to be stored in database systems and CRMs and others, the user entry point could gravitate out of CRM to more agentic solutions as well. So in the moment of the seller journey. So I see this, but it's up to the organization to fully identify where they wanted to go fully autonomous. Some organization will consider, okay, in this customer segment, acquisition will be done completely through an agentic autonomous flow, but deal management could be an assisted experience. So it's case by case, I would say.
Got it. And I'm sure you've gone through this journey where there's been challenges around adoption, there's been challenges around behavioral change. What are some of the new challenges that you see coming up as you continue to push this? For example, are there challenges around ecosystem that you would like partners to solve for, or are there challenges around the workflow itself that you're still working on battling? I think any insight around that?
There are a couple of points I wanted to highlight. The first and foundational thing is for a large organization that's in this AI transformation journey is to have a really strong governance model in terms of ability to have a really tight processes in terms of understanding consistent experiences, whether it's response time, quality of the prompt response, quality of the agentic task completion that are done autonomously, having a really good evals built around it to measure the performance of the AI models and quality of the experiences consistently will be very, very key. Having a really strong governance through the engineering as well as deployment is number one. Two, you're going to buy something, you're going to build something, you're going to interoperate some of these agentic flows. So understanding the protocols, interoperability models is very, very key, and identifying the specialization agents to leverage and making sure it blends well with this agentic transformation is also key, because that's time to market is of essence. I was telling you earlier about we are interoperating with multiple agents within Microsoft, which are developed by different teams. As an example, there is an agent that we leverage called Know Your Customer. And that does a beautiful job of creating a very nice PDF document about the customer. And we provide a really rich prompt experiences, but if you want a dossier in a PDF form, we had to leverage another agent. So we were able to interoperate freely because we speak agent protocol as well as model context protocol. So we are able to interoperate. So it's a combination of strong governance, ability to leverage out of the box, build some, interoperate with others is also key to AI transformation strategy.
Super fantastic. I'll quickly switch gears again, almost at the end of the session, but this is like a typical podcast must-have, mandatory. We have a rapid fire with 3 questions. Would appreciate quick answers from you. What's your favorite tech innovation right now, Vijay?
I think the coding agent from GitHub.
Fantastic. One productivity hack that you think you can't live without?
Figma Make or V0 for prototyping really helps us to articulate our solution as a product manager quickly. So that's been my favorite.
I'm sure my CPO would agree with you. One leader who inspires you and why?
Clearly, it's right now it's Sam Altman in terms of speed of innovation and ability to solve big, bold problems and clarity of thinking, speed. It's a privilege to right now be in the tech industry when all these disruptions are happening.
Super. I think that's all I had. And thank you so much, Vijay, for making time and sharing these experiences with us. Your experiences around implementing the agentic workflows to enable sellers. I'm sure it'll be a big learning experience, rewarding experience for our listeners as well. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, Vishnu. Thank you for having me.